guys, my name is Karthik and I am from TestProject.com, and welcome to another video of our test project course. And in this video we'll be talking about cross-browser testing with jobs in TestProject. Alright, so let's get started. Well, jobs option is something we have already discussed in our course, and we saw how we can use jobs in TestProject to run multiple tests same time, and we also saw how we can leverage the power of jobs for scheduling and running tests. So today we are going to use the jobs in even further level, where we will be using jobs to not just running multiple tests, rather we'll be using jobs to perform cross-browser testing, like running multiple different tests in multiple different browsers. So for that, I'm going to flip to Chrome browser. Alright, so this is our same project that we were working in our previous video, and we created the EA app test, which is nothing but the web application test in our previous video, and we saw how the tests run in our default browser that we recorded, which is nothing but the Chrome browser. But today we are going to run the same test in multiple browsers with the help of what is called as jobs. So if I go to the home options and if I select this particular EA automation test project, you can see we have this job option which we use to create job. So I'm going to create a new job here. So I'm going to add a new job and I'm going to call this job as cross-browser testing, and I'm going to hit next. And you can see in our previous videos of this course we use this mobile option to perform the mobile automation with job, but this time we are going to make use of web option to run the web test. So it's going to be pretty much the same unified user interface where it's going to be no glitch anywhere. It's just that if you select mobile, the options are going to be different, whereas if you choose web, the options are going to be a little bit different, but the user interface and the way you do the workflow are pretty much the same, like how we did with the other ecosystems. And then I'm going to select the agent here. The agent is going to be the agent which I'm working on currently, so I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to hit next here. So you can see that it is going to spawn a query to see what are the different browsers available in my computer. So it found that I have Edge browser, I have Chrome browser, I have Firefox browser, and I have Internet Explorer. So you can see that once I hover my mouse over there, it shows me the version of the browsers running in my machine, which is really cool. So you can see that in a matter of seconds, test agent just queried everything for me and it gave me all the informations of browsers running in my machine. Really cool. So I'm going to select all of them and then I'm going to hit next. And you can see that this is the same scheduling job option that we used in our previous video, like on demand, one time, or recurrent. So I'm just going to select the on demand for now, and then I'm going to hit finish. So you can see that it's going to create a job for me. There you go, the cross-browser testing job. So now I can leverage the power of jobs to run multiple different browsers to be running test same time. So I'm just going to choose this particular job, and then I need to drag and drop this particular test so that it knows that I am going to run this particular test in this time. So I'm going to drag and drop in here. So as of now, I'm just going to run only one test, and I will show you how I'm going to run multiple tests same time with this cross-browser testing, right? So I'm just going to leave this guy as it is over here. So now I'm going to run the test, but before that, I could see that the agent is not Hyper-V because I'm currently running in my physical machine. So I will quickly change the agent from Hyper-V to my current agent, which is nothing but my local agent of Windows, because it's not the one which I should be looking for. And you can see that it is going to query the browsers pretty much as usual. So I'm just going to leave all this option intact. And you can see that now I have this agent, the local agent underscore agent1. And now if I try to run the test, it is going to run the test for me in different browsers. So you can see that it says like job execution has started. So it's going to spawn different browsers. You can see that one browser has been spawned here, which is nothing but the Edge browser. And it is running the first test this time, pretty fast. And the test has got completed. And then it is going to spawn another test, which is going to be on the Chrome browser. So it is running in my different monitor this time, which is here. There you go. And then it should spawn another browser, which is going to be the Firefox browser, just running in another monitor once again, as you can see here. And then it's going to run the same test in IE browser as well. So you can see this is the IE browser. I guess there will be some problem with the IE recognizing the objects, because as you can see, the zoom level is like 50. So let me make it to 100. So if I make it to 100 by default, it might have clicked the login button, but it seems like it is not. So we can probably do another try running in a different browsers. So for that, I'm just going to close this browser. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some more tests this time, not just one test maybe. So I'm going to drag like 3 tests here. It's going to be like 3 times of same test. It's going to be executing. All right. And then we are going to run all the tests same time in this cross-browser testing jobs that we have got. So I'm just going to hit this execute option. So you can see that it is going to start the job execution, and then it is going to run 3 browser tests same time. You can see this is the first test which has got completed. So you can see it is running another test in a different browser this time. And there is this Firefox browser running the test as well. And there is this IE browser which is running the test as well. So I guess the zoom level is 100 this time, but it is still not clicking the login link there. So I guess it's problem with the IE driver or something like that. I don't think it's a problem with the test project here, but I guess it is a problem with the IE driver, which is not really responding to perform any click operation there. So I could see that the mouse is like flickering to click it, but it is not clicking there. So we can see all the problems, like what's happening here if I just go to the reporting option. So I can go to this job monitor to see what's really happening with the test here. So you can see that it is currently in the execution state. So I can also go to the reports, and then I can go to this execute automation test project, and this is the cross-browser test jobs that we have got. And you can see that it will show you that how the test is currently performing. So it is the Edge browser which is currently running the test, and there is this Chrome browser which has running the test, and this is the Firefox browser which has executed the complete test. But as you can see, for the IE, it has got failed because there was some problem with entering the username and password, so it couldn't able to do that. So you can see that it also took the screenshot of the application during failure, like it couldn't able to perform any operation of entering the admin, which is nothing but the username and password for the application, right? So it seems like there is some problem going on here, and the test couldn't able to perform any further. So I'm just gonna go again to the home tab, and let's go to the execute automation project, and let's try to do this. Let's try to edit this particular option to uncheck the IE browser, because it seems like there is some kind of issue with the IE. Sometimes it won't really execute. So I'm just going to leave this guy as of now. And now if I try to run this particular test without IE browser, and now you can see that the test has got completed, and that's why we don't really have any jobs running there. I can go to the reports now, and I can go to the execute automation test project, and you can see this is the cross-browser test jobs that we have executed, and you can see that this time the whole job has got completed, which is nothing but the 100% passed here. And you can see for every iteration of test, it has got successfully completed for these different browsers. So this is how you can see that you can run the cross-browser testing, at least not without IE, with these browsers without any problem in TestProject. So that's the power of our TestProject's jobs to run cross-browser testing for our existing tests without doing even a single line of code change. So that's it guys. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great day.